enough investigation. So at this stage, I would characterize the information we have as strongly suggestive of adverse health effects, but it's not 100%. There needs to be more studies. For example, there are a number of non-peer-reviewed studies, some here in Pennsylvania, that show greater headaches, greater inability to remember like you used to, general feeling of fatigue and not feeling very well. But most of those are reported in reports that have not been published in peer-reviewed journals. I consider those, but I take those with a greater grain of salt than something that's published in environmental health perspectives. It's interesting, in the Rabinowitz study, they looked for these neurological effects. They reported an elevated risk, but it was not statistically significant. So more work needs to be done.
Now, are those types of symptoms that you described, impaired memory, headaches, cognitive problems, are those the types of problems one finds with exposure to VOCs?
They are indeed, and the information we know from that comes primarily from occupational studies of workers that work in a factory that has elevated xylene, for example. And there are well-documented gradations where at the lowest exposure, the main symptoms are irritability and just general grouchiness. And then at higher levels, more defective memory, more headaches, and at very high levels of latent encephalopathy.
What's that?
Brain just doesn't work.
Okay.
And clearly reduction of mental capability.